Hello, everybody. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Steve Lentini, the best getting better. Thank you for joining me. And if you're in sales or you own a business, this is the place you want to be, the best getting better. Every Monday, sometimes Tuesday if there's a holiday, and sometimes another day. You know, I got a schedule like you. I got things to do. I got clients that need my help, and sometimes I got to do it on a Monday, like August 22nd. I got to be in New Hampshire on a Monday. Hello, Noon in Painting. All right. So I am the author of, let me just take that out of your purview here, take my finger away. Sales Success for the Rookie, How to Succeed at Sales Right from the Start. I'm not sure why this is backwards, but let me hold it upside down. Maybe it'll be better. It's not. Steve Lentini, Sales Success for the Rookie, How to Succeed at Sales Right from the Start. It is on Amazon. It's on Amazon. And it's published by Motivational Press. Motivational Press. Great company. I am also, I'm going to leave that open because I'm going to be referring to that today. And I'm also a contributing author to Imagine 30 Days to a New You. Imagine 30 Days to a New You. And Justin Sachs is the publisher, Motivational Press. Great company. They do what they say they're going to do. And if you need a book published, contact me. I'll refer you. Or you just Google Motivational Press, Justin Sachs, and you can reach out to Justin. He'll be glad to hear from you. Okay, so I'm a contributing author. Page 222 is my chapter, where my chapter begins. Okay, so what I'm talking about today is on my book, Chapter 16, what goes around comes around, and what you focus on and what you think about, you bring about. Or Earl Nightingale said, I'm going to read it for you really quickly because I like his work. Your outer world reflects your inner world. Remember that you become what you think about. You become what you think about. So as salespeople and as business owners, how are you leading your crew? Are you inspiring your crew? So if you, let's say you're one of 60 people or 70 people or 50 people or 25 people, and you're the leader of the company, what is it that you talk about? Because they're watching you. They're watching you. So if you're leading by example, then that's what you want to be doing. But think about it. What do you do? Because people are always watching. You know, I've worked with a number of companies, right? So when I worked with a marketing group, my territory included 62 distributors. A lot of them I brought on, maybe 10 or 12 of them. So maybe it was 50 when I started. But 62 distributors, and I was able to see all those different cultures. Then I've worked in a lot of family businesses. I've consulted in a lot of family businesses, and I've gotten to observe the culture. In fact, I'm working on a book about family businesses. And what I've noticed in family businesses, a lot of times people bring the family garbage in, and they act as if everybody around them is family. They're not. You don't want your employees. How many times have I've heard it come from owners saying, leave this personal stuff outside. Don't bring it into work. We don't need that in here. Wow. And how many times have I seen family businesses bring the family stuff into the business? So they have family members that are arguing right in front of people. They have family members talking about other employees, gossiping. They have family members getting angry and having an angry outburst in front of others. And is that really what you want? Is that the environment you want? So start to think about what you want and have the energy inside you. Actually fill yourself with the energy of what it is you want and what you want to reflect and put out into the energy, the culture at work. So we're all managing our energy once we learn that we have power, right? That's part of the work that I teach salespeople and I teach business owners, is that you're getting a reflection of you. So if you have a complaint about your employees, if you're the leader, or if you have a complaint about your customers or the service departments or whatever supports you in whatever sales role you have, you're putting that energy out into the workplace. And what you think about, you become. What you focus on, you become. So your outer world, Earl Nightingale, reflects your inner world. Jim Rohn talked about the seasons of life, the garden of life. He talked about that you're always planting something. Right? Just making sure the phone is off. Thank you. And let me just make sure my cell phone is off. It isn't. Okay, so Jim Rohn talks about that you're planting something, right? And that's true. With our energy, we're always planting something. And that means we're always harvesting something we planted. But a lot of people don't act that way. They act as if they're a victim of circumstance. And leaders in particular, especially in family businesses, often walk around like what they do doesn't mean anything, only what they say. That's not true, right? That's not true. It's not how it works. What goes around comes around. So if you're not managing how you show up, then all the people around you are going to show up in the way that you model, in the energy that you put out. So if it's an angry, bitter, gossiping, backstabbing, can you imagine that kind of energy and the kind of climate and culture that it builds? And I've seen it. I've seen it in multiple companies. I've seen it in 30, 40, 50 companies. Not all 62 had those kind of challenges, and a lot of them did. Some families knew how to keep that energy out. Well, how'd they do it? They ran it like they worked somewhere else. And they showed everyone respect. They gave what they wanted to get. So they gave the respect they wanted to get. They spoke to people behind closed doors about challenges and issues. They encouraged their management team to be putting out that same energy and to be positive. And that's where they drew the line, boundaries. They had boundaries around certain kind of behaviors. And they understood, what they knew innately, and some knew consciously because they were studying it like I do, that they were projecting out an energy that would return to them. And as a leader, they had to lead up here first. The first thing they had to do was work on their own energy and then project it out. That's how to do it. So the important thing is in understanding what goes around, comes around, and then in managing our energy is, number one, we're right now getting what we're giving. So right up until now, you are the sum total of all your thoughts, words, and actions. The beauty of a system like this, right? This is a cause and effect world. When I change, things change. I've done this before, right? When I start to think differently as compared to the acorn, which is limited, the ecorn, ego, acorn, small-minded thinking. When I start to expand that thinking, I reach the limitless. I become the oak tree. And when I start to realize, every time I understand that if something's not working, all I got to do is change, right? If I keep doing this, I keep getting the same result. Expecting something different, is insanity. Yet, we're doing it in our lives right now. Right now. A lot of people are doing it. And it's because the opposite's not taught. And this is why I'm teaching it. The only thing that you can manage is the energy that you put out. And whatever's coming back is you. Some of it's a lesson. It's to move you, right? So some of it is to test your reaction. Are you going to quit? Are you going to gossip? Are you just going to start backstabbing people in your office? So things happen to you that are out of your control, but they're there as a test. Because nothing's out of order in the universe. They're there as a test to see, are you going to fall to the temptation? Are you going to quit short of the finish line? Or are you going to push through any resistance? Resistance in life is actually a gift. It's building your muscle for living. It's building your muscle for a greater future, more responsibility, more to manage, right? If you're going to be prosperous, you have to have more to manage. So you've got 10 employees to manage. You've got a property management company, and you've got 20 customers who have different buildings, and your people are out there managing all the buildings, getting the grass cut and cleaning the blinds and changing the light bulbs and fixing leaks and dealing with the plumbing. That's it, right? If you're going to have more, you're going to have more challenges. So what? Okay, so you push through the resistance. You understand what's showing up is you, and it's either for you as a lesson to move you, or it's something you created with your thinking. So you have to think about this. So is this something, an event that I'm not supposed to react to, that I'm supposed to come up with a new way of dealing with it? Or is this something I created by my thinking? By my thinking. So some things happen for us. Nothing happens to us. Some things happen for us. Some things happen because we created it. So the things that happen for us are testing us. Are we going to be a reaction? Are we going to be small-minded in our thinking? Or are we going to breathe, be in our body, and understand, okay, so this is asking me, this event is for me, and it's asking me to grow and to change. See, most people don't think like that. They have small-minded thinking. And they think that nothing's their creation. They're victims of circumstance. For you to be a powerful entrepreneur, you have to understand you're the one creating your environment. Now, if you're a leader, you have to understand, too, that you're creating your environment by everything you think, do, and say. You're sending a message to your employees and to your customers and clients. What are you thinking about? Because your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Okay, so now knowing that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world, you begin to manage that energy, right? So you now know you have to change to get something different, and you begin looking at what it is that you want to project as a message and an energy to your employees, to your customers, to your coworkers. Doesn't matter your role, leader or salesperson. That's your job. If you're in sales, you've been called to grow beyond the little nutshell. You've been called to become an oak, because most people don't want to be in sales. They don't want to be in sales because A, they don't want to be responsible for generating their own income. They want to just get a paycheck, which is okay. That's okay. If you want something better, chances are that's why you're in sales. You want something better. You want something bigger. So to have something bigger, you have to think bigger. You have to think expansively, and not to pay attention to that little reactive mind, that little reactive thinking, that acorn thinking, that limited thinking, which is reaction, defending, angry. So to get beyond that, you start to project a new energy, which is, you could say it's positive. It's not Pollyanna, it's positive energy. So what is it? You take a minute, you breathe and say, all right, what does it want to project into the world today? What is it I want my energy to convey to my employees? What is it that I want to teach them about managing their own energy? And maybe what I see about their energy. Maybe you call someone in and say, okay, so I see from your energy today. Start to teach them they have power, that they're projecting something. I see that you're stuck somewhere. Or I see that you're a little down, or you're a little depressed. What's happening? What's going on? But in private. And then you don't talk about other employees in front of other employees. You just don't do it, right? Whether you're a leader or a coworker, you know what it says? It says you'll be talking about that person that's with you the minute they're gone. That's what it says. I can spot them a mile away, because they start to talk about others. I know they'll be talking about me. Is that what you want? If that's what you want, that's fine. Again, so you remember that everything you project has an energy, and people are picking up on it. So start to manage that. What is it that you want? What's the message you want your employees to pick up? If you're an employee, what's the message you want your coworkers to get? What's the message you want your clients to get? Your future clients, clients and future clients, customers and future customers. What's the energy you want them to get? What's the energy you want your family to get and all those around you? You want the message coming out of you that you're positive, you're enthusiastic, you're happy, you're satisfied no matter what, you're grateful. You could be silently wishing people joy, success, and happiness. You can be asking, what is this person trying to teach me with their life? What is it that bothers me about them? If someone bothers you, what is it that bothers you about them? What bothers you about someone else is something you have. Something you have that you have not embraced in your life. It's something you have. What bugs you about a situation or a person is the universe knocking on your door, knock, 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 knocking on your door to wake you up to, you have to get this to learn and grow. See, so the 98% of the population doesn't get that. They want to have a story. Oh, this person's a jerk. This person's an idiot. This one's a gossip. This one's a... If it bothers you, you got some of it. Right. I know. So people that gossiped years ago, it would bother me. Instead of learning that what they were trying to do is show me, don't gossip, that I was a gossip somewhere, right? It's a human condition. People tend to talk about other humans. So as I stopped talking about other people, it didn't bother me. I could just teach about it. I could even say, is this what you want more of? To some people. People that were my clients, if they weren't paying me to do it, I didn't do it, right? The doctor doesn't give a prescription at a cocktail party. Hello. All right, so start to think about your energy. Start to think about what you think about. And what are your default patterns? What do you react to? What is all of a sudden that your ego and acorn combined become ecorn? What is it your ecorn mind is reacting to? Now, once you know, you start to notice where your reactions are, you can breathe, come back down into your body, and, okay, what would be new for me here? Gee, I see I react always to this kind of situation. So this is that situation repeating, because what you resist persists. If you resist a lesson, it'll persist. It's a universal law until you get it. And it'll show up in a different cast of characters or in the same people. Maybe someone in your family is constantly bugging you. That's the universe giving you a gift. But see, the world doesn't think like this. 98% of the world, there's 2 or 3% that study and grow. Some people haven't read a book since they got out of school because they were like, oh, I don't want to read a book. I'm complete, man. That's what this little nut thinks, right? But I know that you have possibility because you wouldn't be tuned in here. So you can become the oak tree, or maybe you are one. Maybe you should be teaching. The way to hang on to any message is to begin to teach what you're learning. You hang on to it. It becomes who you are. And remember every day to start thinking about what is the energy that I want to project to my coworkers, to my employees, if I'm the leader, to my customers and future customers. What's the energy I want to project? You can be wishing them joy, success, and happiness. You can silently bless people. You can be looking to leave everything and everyone a little better than you find them in every moment, right? Imagine that's your goal. I'm going to leave everything and everyone a little better than I find them. If you're a leader, you're going to start speaking to people about the energy you pick up on. Pay attention to the energy you pick up on from your employees and start to speak about it. Start to teach about it in your company. Start to teach your managers. Hey, this is what I want you all projecting. And make sure you're projecting it, right? How about if you silently project it for a couple of months and see what happens? Test it, experiment with it. See if people start to say to you, wow, boy, there's something different about you. I don't know what it is. It's going to be that they're picking up on that energy that you didn't manage previously. You didn't manage the energy, which coming from you, there's an energy always exchange between future clients, existing customers, future customers. There's an energy between you and employees. There's an energy. When you walk by in the morning and you don't say hello to certain people because you're inside your head, they're getting a message from you. They're getting a message from you. Breathe, come back down in your body. Now, how do you get out of your head about stories? You get out of your head about stories by helping others and being aware of the energy that people are projecting, right? So now you breathe and you look at, where is this future customer? What are they projecting to me? What is it I'm feeling? And you'd find a way to say what you're feeling in that exchange. Wow, I'm feeling that you feel like you're really all set and you can't really use what we're offering. You find some value in my ideas, I think, and it's not the right time. Am I right? Again, you pay attention to what you're feeling and you find a way to say it. Because if it's going to be no, by the way, and you're in sales, when do you want to know? Most salespeople fight it and they keep arguing and talking or defending or say, hey, we're the best, don't you know? That doesn't work. If you want to have some great power in sales, start to manage the power that you put out. You want to have, if things aren't working in your company or in your culture and you're confused and conflicted about it, it's starting with you. It's starting with you. The beauty is you can change it. So begin to notice what you're thinking about. Where are you reacting? What are the words that you're saying? Start to listen to your words. Start to listen to the words of others. As you listen to the words of others, you'll get that it does describe them. Start to listen. When you hear limited words and limited thinking, think, does it match this person? Does it match what you know about them? Chances are it does. So you can help them. That's a way to learn about your own default patterns. You can say, wow, is that really true about you? I noticed you said you can't. Have you talked to Mary about what you just told me? I think it's good that you go back to Mary. See? So that now you're letting people know you don't accept gossip and you don't accept talking to other people about them. You know, just because you're the boss, the leader, the owner doesn't give you the right to talk about other people in front of other people, because it says that you have no respect. So what is the energy that you're putting out? What is the energy you're putting out? What is your energy telling others about you? Are you a little nut? Are you reacting? Are you angry? Are you finding limited things in your life? Are you searching for limited things because you're afraid? You're feeling that fear because that's life actually knocking on your door saying, grow, man. Push through this. Push through this. I don't know if we come back or not, but I don't want to come back and be limited. I want to come back and have an expansive life, right? I'm coming back as a 102 mile an hour left-handed fireballer or a big home run hitter. Listen, I'm just having some fun. Why not? I can think anything I want. So I want to get the lessons in this life. I don't know if there's other lives here. I know there's consciousness beyond here. That's a story for another day, because I had a death experience. I've been on the other side. So I have knowledge about energy that we're managing, and that's what we can manage and change. And it begins with understanding, as Earl Nightingale said, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So if things aren't working, start to look at your inner world. And that's my message for today. So if you have any questions, you can call me, 917-805-1088, 917-805-1088. My email is Steve, S-T-E-V-E, at Steve Lentini, L as in Linda, E-N, T as in Tom, I-N-I.com. Steve at stevelentini.com. All right. Have a great day. Thanks a lot. See you next Monday. Yes, next Monday.